So good afternoon. As a continuation of our procurement activity, we have a pre-bid conference for a civil works project. And to formally start the pre-bid conference, may I introduce to you again to the members of the BAC, headed by our BAC chairman, Attorney and the BAC members, Engineer Alberto Isqueo Jr., Engineer Arturo Cremose, and Engineer Feliciano Garote. We have also here the head of the technical working group, Engineer D.C. Manzano, and member, Architect Donald Rimando. For the Secretariat, Gertrude Reniero Salinas. We have here our IT support, headed by Ma'am Teresita Manalo and Sir Wayne Francisco. Sir, majority of the BAC members are present. There's a quorum.
Thank you. This proceedings now called to order. We have 8 civil works projects due for private conference. Let us present the project details and the schedule of these contracts. Anyone interested attending any mode of renovation?
Thank you.
Okay.
So as mentioned, we have 8 civil works projects for pre-bid conference. These are contract ID numbers 24A00238, 24A00248, 24A00252, 24A00260, 24A00262, 263, 265, and 268. So this pre-bid conference, its purpose is to discuss, clarify, and explain the different aspects of the project of the procuring entity with the prospective bidders. Its guidelines held at least 12 calendar days before the deadline for bid submission, but not earlier than 7 calendar days from the advertisement posting of bid opportunity. It is required for procurement projects with ABC of equal to or more than 1 million. So here are the contract datum of the projects. Contract ID number 24A00238, location Infanta, Pangasinan with ABC of 28,950,000. For the scope first of clearing, grabbing, structure excavation, and embankment from barrow, construction of reinforced concrete slope revetment, installation of steel sheet pile, C-type, patrol, mandatory tree planting, with a contract duration of 189 calendar days. 24A00248, location Bugallon, Pangasinan with the ABC of 48,250,000. For the scope works of clearing, grabbing, earthworks, embankment from structure excavation, and embankment from barrow, installation of structural steel sheet piles, construction of reinforced concrete pile cap, construction of reinforced concrete revetment, mandatory tree planting, construction of RCPC, with a contract duration of 184 calendar days. 24A00252, location Salcedo, Ilocos, with the ABs of 113,387,500 pesos. For the scope of works, we have the earthworks, installation of RCPC, slope protection works, stone masonry, spreading and compaction of aggregates and base course, Portland cement, concrete pavement, unreinforced 280mm tape for carriage and shoulder, construction of V-shaped canal, lateral drainage, installation of metal beam guardrails, with a contract duration of 240 calendar days. 24A00260, location San Vicente, Ilocos, with the ABs of 19,300,000. For the scope of works, we have the earthworks, construction of reinforced concrete revetment, furnishing and driving of structural steel sheet piles, installation of RCPC cross drain, including head walls, tree planting, with a contract duration of 141 calendar days. 24A00262, location Bugallon, Pangasinan, with the ABs of 29,700,000. For the scope of works, we have the clearing and grabbing, structure excavation and bombing from barrow, installation of steel sheet piles, Z-type at rule, construction of reinforced concrete revetment with pile cap, mandatory tree planting, with the contract duration of 189 calendar days. 24A00263, location, Bugallon, Pangasinan, with the ABC of 34,650,000. For the scope of works of declaring grabbing, structure excavation and bombing from barrow, installation of steel sheet piles, C-type, hot rolled, construction of reinforced concrete revetment with pile cap, mandatory tree planting, with the contract duration of 195 calendar days. 24A00265, location Santa Cruz, Ilocos, with the ABC of 29,915,000. For the scope of works of declaring grabbing, earthworks, and bombing from structure excavation and bombing from barrow, installation of structural steel sheet piles, construction of reinforced concrete pile cap, provision of filter layer for granular materials, construction of reinforced concrete revetment, mandatory tree planting, with a contract duration of 165 calendar days. 24A00268, location Suyo, Ilocos, with the ABC of 43,425,000. For the scope of works of the earthworks, installation of RCPC, cross drain, slope protection works, stone masonry, spreading and compaction of aggregates of beach stores, Portland cement, concrete, pavement, unreinforced, 280mm tape for carriageway, and 150mm tape for shoulder. Installation of guardrails for the contract duration of 201 calendar days. So for the supplemental bid bulletin issued by PAC to answer requests for clarification, queries submitted 10 calendar days before deadline for interpretation and upon the PAC's initiative to clarify or modify any provision of bidding documents posted in the PhilJets and the procuring entity's website and at any conspicuous place within the premises of the procuring entity. Bidders have submitted bids before the issuance of supplemental bid bulletin must be informed in writing and allowed to modify or withdraw the respective bids. For the eligibility requirements, we have the Class A documents, legal documents. We have the valid PhilJets registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government, private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity of the contract to be bid, and statement of the bidder's SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided under the rules and special pickup license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the time and cost of the contract to be bid, and original copy of bid security in the form of surety bonds and also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid security declaration. And project requirements which shall include the following. We have the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, and list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. An original duly signed omnibus statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the omnibus sworn statement and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, we have the prospective bidder's computation of the net financial contracting capacity, or the NFCC, Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. Computation of NFCC of at least equal to ABC computed using the prescribed formula, wherein the NFCC equals current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects that started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. Per DPWH resolution number 1318-2017, in lieu of the Class A eligibility documents, which are uploaded and maintained current and updated in PhilGEPs, bidders are required to submit their PhilGEPs certificate of registration, platinum membership during bid submission in the case infrastructure projects pursuant to section 25.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Here are the contents of the first envelope, the technical proposal. We have the valid previous registration certificate, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid, and statement of the bidder's SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules, and special pickup license in case of joint ventures. Original copy of bid security, project requirements, organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors, key personnel, and list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and are under purchase agreements. We have also the original duly signed omnibus search statement, prospective bidders' computation of the NFCC, and if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in case of joint ventures. For the bid security, the bid validity period and bid security validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. We have the cash or cashier's manager's check, backdrop guarantee, or revocable line of credit. It is 2% of the ABC, while the surety fund is 5% of the ABC. For the contents of the second envelope, the financial proposal, the bid form, must be in accordance with the form prescribed in section 9, bidding forms of bidding documents, bid prices in the bill of quantities, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, and cash flow by quarter. For the submission and receipt of bids, the bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bid data sheet ITB 17 and Department Order number 87 series of 2020. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices: completeness, low price in the required item was non-complying, indicating 0 or a dash equals paid to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items, the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words, the words prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, the actual prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, the latter prevails. If above ABC is considered not complying. For the post qualification, it's a verification of the legal requirements. technical requirements, DSLCC, key personnel, availability of commitment of major construction equipment, performance in going government, private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts, failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of notice of defects and deficiencies, failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificate of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of notice of defects and failures, substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance by contractor in conditions at the time of inspection. Liquidated damages currently imposed in the contractor. DO 127, series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delay ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity, correctness of bid security, for the financial requirement, audited financial statement of the date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works undergoing and awarded contracts, updated NFCC versus AABC. For the requirements, we need 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the bank that the bidder has the lowest calculated bid or highest rated bid. The bidder shall submit to the bank the following. We have the registration certificate from SEC, ATI, for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperative, mayor's business permit, latest income tax and business returns, duly stamped and received by BIR and duly validated with tax payments, tax clearance, valid pickup license, failure to submit any of the qualification requirements on time or in finding against the veracity shall disqualify the bidder for award. Provided that in the event that a finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in the accordance with section 69 of this IRR. Here are the notes on the personnel and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012, technical requirements for civil works project for public bidding. If a proposed key technical person is an employee of the bidder and working on another project, at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualification or certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel is its employee, provided that said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if he is awarded the contract under bidding. This certification shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment are not in specified location, then the bidder shall be post disqualified. For the list of equipment units may be owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by certification of availability of equipment from the equipment licensor vendor for the duration of the project. For the laboratory equipment, please refer to the DPWH DO number 11, series of 2017 for the minimum material testing equipment. For the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of the NOA or the notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with section 7.2.2 of 2016 revised IRR of RA 8184. Here are the common results. For rejection of bids, ineligibility and post disqualification of bidder, failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity and name of contractor, short-term bid validity and bid security validity period, overlapping of pledge equipment, and committed key technical personnel, and failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. Late submission of bid, failure to submit supporting documents, negative slippage in the ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, negative 10% in each of two or more ongoing projects. And unsatisfactory CPS rating. For the common errors in the submission of bids, incomplete pages of bid documents, authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the leaders, the proprietor. Signatory should be the owner, proprietor only, corporation, cooperative, board secretary certificate, and board resolution, joint venture resolution or agreement, and partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. So for the 8 projects, 24800238, 248252, 260, 262, 263, 265, and 268. The deadline for submission of clarification is 10 days before submission of bids. The deadline for submission of bids is on February 20, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Number of copies of the proposal, 1 original copy of the technical and financial proposal, place of submission of bids, Vincent Awards Committee, 2nd floor, conference room, DPWH Regional Office 1, City of San Fernando, La Union. So that ends the presentation of the pre-bid conference for 8 civil works project.
Thank you. Any comment or clarification from all members? Okay, please take note, the schedule is on February 20. We have 8 projects for February 20. Again, we'll be leaving our YouTube as we'll be proceeding on our next procurement activities. So we have pre-procurement conference of numerous projects. 7 is the first project. Right, so thank you very much for your attendance and participation.
Thank you.